ever wondered why some of the biggest names in Hollywood, like Harmony Korine, Dax Shepard, and Bobcat Goldthwait, were banned from late-night TV shows? These stars didn't just have wild reputations. They crossed lines in ways that shocked audiences, and sometimes even their hosts. In this video, we'll take a deep dive into the outrageous moments that led to these celebrities being kicked off the stage. Stick around to discover the real reasons behind their bans, and trust us, you won't believe what happened next. Harmony Korine, the purse incident. Harmony Korine, a filmmaker known for his eccentric personality, gained infamy during an appearance on The Late Show with David Letterman in the late 90s. The bizarre incident occurred when Korine was caught rummaging through actress Meryl Streep's purse backstage. While Letterman was shocked by the intrusion, Korine's behavior, fueled by his wild, unpredictable lifestyle at the time, earned him a years-long ban from the show. It wasn't until years later, after Korine got sober, that Letterman forgave him and lifted the ban. Dax Shepard, the blackout disaster. Dax Shepard's 2004 Late Night with Conan O'Brien appearance became a disaster when the actor woke up in a hotel room, not remembering what had happened the night before. Blackout drunk, Shepard went on air without any recollection of the stories he was supposed to share, and to make matters worse, he accidentally broke a coffee table on set. This chaotic appearance led to Shepard being banned from the show. Years later, sober and with a humorous approach to the situation, Shepard returned and the incident was forgiven, showing how time can heal even the wildest of mistakes. Bobcat Goldthwait, the fiery stunt. Bobcat Goldthwait's appearance on The Tonight Show in 1994 took a dangerous turn when he set his chair on fire during the live broadcast. This stunt wasn't a spur-of-the-moment decision. Goldthwait had planned the fiery chaos, hiding lighter fluid and a lighter up his sleeve. As the flames spread, host Jay Leno and fellow guest Lauren Hutton scrambled to put out the fire. Goldthwait, who faced criminal charges and was fined for his actions, became the first Tonight Show guest to ever face such severe consequences. But he insisted it was all part of his satirical humor. Gary Busey, the bear hug incident. Gary Busey's appearance on The Howard Stern Show in 2001 was one for the history books. Known for his unpredictable behavior, Busey broke all the rules of personal space when he lifted Robin Quivers in a giant bear hug and chased Howard Stern around the studio. This wild, chaotic moment led to Busey being banned from the show for years. However, in 2017, a calmer Busey returned for a radio-only interview, showing that while his personality remained unpredictable, the wild chaos of his past was behind him. Hugh Grant, the awkward interview. Hugh Grant's 2012 interview on The Daily Show with Jon Stewart became infamous for all the wrong reasons. Grant, known for his typically charming demeanor, spent much of the interview complaining about his promotional material and the clip chosen to promote his movie, Did You Hear About the Morgans? Stewart's sharp response, well, then make a better movie, hit hard, and it led to Grant's public apology. Though the exchange was awkward, it became a memorable moment in late-night TV history, showing that even the most charming stars can have off days. Jay Leno, the Stern feud. The feud between Jay Leno and Howard Stern began in 1995 and lasted for decades. It all started when Stern appeared on The Tonight Show with two bikini-clad women, encouraging them to kiss on stage. Leno was reportedly furious, and the two never saw eye to eye after that. Stern regularly insulted Leno in interviews, claiming Leno had stolen material from him, while Leno largely stayed silent, making occasional digs. Their rivalry reached a boiling point when Leno hired a former Stern employee, which only fueled the tension. This feud is remembered as one of the most bitter in late-night TV history. Conan O'Brien, the NBC drama. Conan O'Brien's feud with NBC and Jay Leno became one of the most publicized corporate disasters in late-night history. In 2004, NBC promised Conan The Tonight Show in 2009, but when the time came, Leno refused to step down. The network's attempt to keep both hosts by airing Leno's primetime show ultimately backfired, leading to Conan's ouster from The Tonight Show. In the aftermath, Conan publicly stated that he would never invite Leno to his new TBS show, highlighting the personal and professional fallout of the failed transition. Kathy Griffin, pushing boundaries. Kathy Griffin is no stranger to controversy, having been banned from several popular TV shows over the years. Her outlandish behavior led to her banishment from The Late Show after she swore too much, though this ban was later lifted. Griffin also clashed with the hosts of The View and The Ellen DeGeneres Show over inappropriate jokes and harsh criticisms. Despite the bans, Griffin's unapologetic attitude towards pushing boundaries kept her in the public eye, and she even discussed her silent treatment from Conan O'Brien's show in her memoir, explaining how she was effectively banned without ever being told directly. Oprah Winfrey, the mysterious feud with Letterman. Oprah Winfrey and David Letterman's 6-year feud remains one of the most baffling in late-night history. It all began in 1989 when Oprah appeared on Late Night with David Letterman, but she never returned to the show after that. Despite Letterman's repeated invitations, Oprah avoided him, and neither of them knew the true reason behind the tension. It wasn't until 2005, when Oprah returned to the show, that she and Letterman attempted to clear the air, though the cause of the rift still remained a mystery. Eventually, Oprah revealed that her first appearance on Letterman's show had been uncomfortable due to a chaotic audience, explaining why she stayed away for so long. Vivica A. Fox, the Jimmy Kimmel walkout. In 2005, Vivica A. Fox walked off. Jimmy Kimmel Live, after a seemingly innocent joke about her friend Star Jones, didn't sit well with her. Kimmel introduced Fox by listing her accomplishments, but then added a cheeky comment about Jones, which Fox didn't find funny. When Kimmel continued to push the joke, Fox confronted him and eventually walked off the set, leaving an awkward silence behind. Kimmel, years later, admitted that Fox's walkout was the one interview he would never want to repeat, a moment that forever changed their relationship. Madonna. Piers Morgan's bizarre ban. Madonna's strange feud with Piers. Morgan became a media sensation, despite Madonna never publicly responding to the ban. Morgan made it clear on multiple occasions that he didn't want Madonna on his show, calling her boring and annoying, citing a few odd incidents from the past, like a bread roll throwing moment and a disagreement at a pub. Morgan even criticized her for being too vegan for TV. While Madonna stayed silent, Morgan kept attacking her, eventually solidifying her status as the one guest he would never have on his CNN show, further fueling the strange, one-sided conflict. Bill Hicks, the controversial Late Show appearance. Bill Hicks, known for his boundary-pushing comedy, made his final appearance on The Late Show with David Letterman in 1993, and it was too much for CBS to handle. Despite positive reactions from the audience and Letterman, CBS deemed his routine too controversial to air, especially with jokes about taboo topics like Christianity. Though his performance was cut from the show, it wasn't until 2009, years after Hicks's death, that Letterman invited Hicks's mother to the show and aired the infamous set. This powerful moment in comedy gave Hicks the recognition he deserved, cementing his place in late-night history. Kelsey Grammer. The walk-off incident. In 2012, Kelsey Grammer made headlines when he walked off Piers Morgan tonight after seeing a photo of his ex-wife Camille during the show's opening credits. Grammer had specifically requested that no images of Camille be shown, but when the photo appeared, he was immediately upset and stormed off the set. This surprising exit left Piers Morgan stunned, and it led to a public disagreement between the two. Morgan later announced that Grammer was banned from returning to the show, but Grammer seemed unfazed, reinforcing his stance on personal boundaries. Jackie Mason, the Ed Sullivan Show incident. In 1964, Jackie Mason's appearance on The Ed Sullivan Show almost ruined his career. During the live performance, Mason misinterpreted Ed Sullivan's "salau" hand gesture, thinking it meant he had 2 minutes left. In response, Mason humorously pointed back at Sullivan with his fingers, but to Sullivan, it looked like Mason was flipping him off. This miscommunication led to Mason being banned from the show and his contract being canceled. Despite the fallout, Sullivan eventually lifted the ban and publicly apologized, but the incident nearly derailed Mason's career for good. Joan Rivers, the Carson fallout. Joan Rivers, once a beloved regular on The Tonight Show, faced a tragic fallout with Johnny Carson in the mid-'80s. Rivers, who had been loyal to Carson and even filled in for him as guest host, was never offered a permanent contract with the show. When Rivers signed a deal with Fox to host her own late-night show, Carson, feeling betrayed, banned her from The Tonight Show. Their relationship soured, and even after Carson's departure, Rivers remained banned from the show, marking one of the most painful splits in television history. Martin Lawrence, the SNL rant. In 1994, Martin Lawrence's unfiltered humor led to his ban from Saturday Night Live. During his opening monologue, Lawrence veered off script and launched into a graphic, inappropriate rant about female anatomy, which left the cast and crew stunned. His vulgar remarks led to the entire performance being cut from reruns, and Lawrence was banned from hosting SNL again. This moment, while a reflection of Lawrence's bold comedic style, crossed a line that even SNL couldn't overlook, resulting in his permanent banishment from the show. Vince Vaughn, the electric car joke. Vince Vaughn found himself in hot water after making a joke about electric cars in the 2011 movie The Dilemma. The joke, which was intended to be a harmless dig, was interpreted by many as homophobic when Vaughn described electric cars as gay. The backlash was swift, and none other than Ellen DeGeneres, a staunch advocate for the LGBTQ+ community, called out the joke on Twitter. Ellen then made the bold decision to ban Vaughn from appearing on her show. The controversy negatively impacted The Dilemma, which ended up flopping at the box office. However, years later, Vaughn reached out to Ellen, apologized for his mistake, and they were able to rebuild their relationship, leading to his return to her show in 2015, Steven Seagal, the SNL Disaster. Steven Seagal's 1991 appearance on Saturday Night Live is remembered not for the sketches, but for the chaos he caused behind the scenes. Known for his tough guy persona, Seagal's behavior was anything but professional during rehearsals. He demanded special treatment, refused to rehearse with the cast, and was reportedly difficult to work with. His uncooperative attitude led to tension on set, and many of the crew felt uncomfortable around him. By the time the show aired, Seagal's reputation had been so tarnished that he was banned from ever hosting SNL again. His behavior behind the scenes overshadowed his tough guy image, making his SNL appearance one of the most infamous in the show's history.